Two passionate nations. What a contest this is going to be. Benoit Osele is the referee today, fourth test. In charge. He's a regular in the top 14 as well. And the tension building. Kickoff is imminent. Out here at the Abchala Rugby Stadium. Odin Rechkop in picture. It will be Luka Matkava to get us underway in this fixture. It's his 14th consecutive test start, which runs all the way back to that Fiji game at the Rugby World Cup. So he started 14 consecutive times straight after that. Benoit Osele signals time on, and we're underway in this Pue clash between Georgia and the Netherlands. Rademacher looks to clear the decks. That's a good clearance.
Yeah, it's a good clearance, calm, steady. One area that Netherlands have to focus on from the start is the ruck. Georgia will contest it, every single one, because they want the ball quickly again. So let's see how the Dutch react.
Karagadze, Kaveze-Ladze, and immediately it's looking ominous here for the Netherlands. David Niniashvili puts a little dink ahead. And the Netherlands, they won't mind that. Niniashvili, always dangerous. One of the most talented outside backs in world rugby at the moment. Rademacher. He sends it back to Vikas Meyer, 21 years of age. David Niniashvili assessing his options. Tabodzadze cuts back on the inside. The bullets. Lubshanidze at the base. Matkava. Kahohidze. And then Tortua for Chadajonio, who didn't feature last week, but he's a prime first choice player. Lubshanidze, Chachanidze over the gain line. Lubshanidze once more for Matkava. Skips it out to Karagadze, the hooker. Lubshanidze. And then Kaveze-Ladze for David Niniashvili. Raymond is trying to get over that ball. And that's good defense from the Netherlands.
Yeah, definitely. Good. And they were patient with it. So they didn't try to strike the breakdown. Just let Georgia run things without conceding too much space in the advantage line. So this is a way to try at least stop a bit the Georgian machine. But you can see that Niniashvili hasn't still settle up. Give him a bit of time. He has already did that Scottie Pippen type of pass, but he's just a bit too eager to get a break line. So let's see if he can take 2 steps back and with a bit more space can create something.
Mio Rademacher with a put in, going a little bit back, but they've won the ball, the Netherlands. Meyer trying to control the game. Not a bad kick. Niniashvili, but he can settle from anywhere. Gets the offload away to Beka Gogadze on his birthday. 29-year-old today. Beka Gogadze. Lubshanidze, and here is the captain, Sahinadze. Lubshanidze, Matkava with the kick pass. And that's gone forward, but we will come back. There was no advantage.
Yeah, it was. I think Luka Matkava could have gone with the pass. He went for the kick, but with the pass. But look, this is the difference from nowadays Georgia. If you compare it to like Georgia from 10 years ago, they try now when they have a penalty to try to play the ball and wide. Like 10 years ago, they would have gone just stop, go for the line out, try to go for the maul, just win, penalty again, advantage, line out, maul again. Things change, and it's so good to see Beka Gorgadze back in it. It's just a force of nature. He's unstoppable in the first tackle.
Karagadze to throw. Babunashvili with the take. Bano Karagadze is at the back. Well defended by the Netherlands. They had trouble at maul time against Spain. Conceded plenty of tries with the rolling maul. Luka Madkava, the Georgian wizard. A little dink across to Tortua. And T. Campbell taps it back. Wiersma has to clean up the ball. He does a good job, so the Netherlands survive. Van Leeuwen goes back, presents the ball well. Rademacher and Meyer. Doesn't have much choice. Get some meters out of that kick, but they're not out of the woods yet, the Netherlands.
Yeah, but it's fine defense. I think Georgia is having some little issues to try and plunder the Dutch advantage line. They are trying to get in the game line, but having some issues to it. I think Georgia is trying to haste things, and they shouldn't. Be calm, drive them all, just feel the phases, you'll get in.
Taken by Babunashvili. Has become a first-choice player in the last 2 seasons for Georgia, and Georgia have the penalty.
You see, more collapse, advantage. Now, I think they're going for the line out again, or maybe the scrum and settle a play with Niniashvili and Matkava. It's a plan. It's a great plan. But let's see, the maul is working. I think Netherlands since Spain, we have seen them having lots of problems in comparison to what they did with Chile in November, where they were able to defunk the Chilean maul, especially in the second half. We have not seen this happen in this year's rec. I don't know what changed from that game, but it's a little bit strange.
The Netherlands.
Let's go, boys.
On their head, putting back the water bottle is Joris Smits, just 20 years of age. His debut. And there's no tougher task in the Rugby Europe Championship than coming to Georgia and playing Georgia. Tortua in his 18th season of rugby for Georgia. Quite incredible. The left winger, Karagadze. Jadachonia with the take, and then to Korgadze. And now Karagadze peering over the counter. Karagadze, the Montpellier hooker. Netherlands have dismantled it. They've done well. Jadachonia, number 8. Good carry. Lubshanidze. And then Beka Sakhinadze, the skipper. Lumen trying to get over that ball. Babunashvili. Lobshanidze, Mamaiashvili, the loose head prop. 5 meters out here, Georgia. Sakhinadze, Kukogadze. Kachanidze finds Jadachonia. Phase after phase we go. Netherlands defending for their lives. Sakhinadze. Good patience shown by Georgia and good defense from the Netherlands. Makaba trying to go by himself. Lobshanidze goes on the short side to David Niniashvili. Great defense by the Netherlands. Jadachonia.
Back, blue, back.
Sakhinadze, the captain. There's a free play. Beka Korgadze, Lubshanidze, the little number 9, and Tonike Kahoidze gets his second test try, and Georgia strike first.
What a try. What a try. But first, let me compliment on Netherlands because for 3 minutes they have defended well until they conceded a penalty, which would come because Georgia was piling up the pressure. But then that pass from Becca Gorgazi, he chose not to go for another pick and go, came out and played for Vasily Lubashanice, who just had to assist. Perfect. This is the problem with Georgia. They are so strong nowadays in every area of the game that makes very hard for the opposing side to find any cracks to pin them on. So, well done for Georgia. I think Netherlands needs ball now. They have to risk a bit. They have to go for the points. It's vital for them to do this because if they keep giving, well, the ball dominance to Georgia, it's going to happen. Not the same against Switzerland. It's going to be a very bad time for them, contrary to what happened last year.
Kahoidze now, 2 tries in 2 games. It's the second test try. Scored a try last week against Switzerland. Him and his centre partner, Kevezeladze, are starting to become the prime choice centre pairing for Richard Cockerell. Played the last 5 games together, and they're looking to go coast to coast here. Niniashvili, Porgadze to Akaki Tabudzadze. He loves cutting back on the inside. David Niniashvili. Dangerous from anywhere, David Niniashvili. Amazing pass. It's just amazing. Vasil Lobshanidze. Gorgeous Georgian flair.
It's the most. He's the sharpest knife in rugby world and one of the biggest in the world rugby world. It's just insane skill, incredible. It's not only speed or pace or acceleration. It's the timing when he does the sidestep and opts to go or to the left or to the right. His decision making is incredible. And look to the passes to Labushanisi. It's incredible. It's just insane. It's fireworks in a rugby player.
20.
David Niniashvili. It's actually insane. He's already got around 36 test caps. He's only 22. And he's also played almost 70 times for Lyon at such a young age. Matkava will add the extra 2. And the Georgians are looking ruthless, and they mean business.
Yeah, it's interesting that, as I told you, if Netherlands don't contest the breakdown, if they don't contest Georgia's ball possession, this is what's going to happen, because the Georgians are just ruthless playing rugby. It's a fantastic start for the Lelos.
Jalachonian. Lobshanidze looking for a runner, and he finds Mamaiashvili. Georgia once again looking to go coast to coast, and there's an error from Niniashvili. So he is human.
Well, we are all humans, but Niniashvili sometimes picks a bit of that divinity state and shows to the common mortal what he can do. It happens. Oh, it's in the tackle. Now, Needles have to be audacious. They have to try it. They have to try, drive in and score. Or if the match official, no, okay. They have to risk it. Push the scrum, push the Georgian scrum, push it back.
Lobshanidze to put in, but we will have a reset. Just looking back at that, Francesco Niniashvili actually didn't make the error there because it was knocked down. So maybe he isn't human.
Boys, don't remember.
Is
Slow cadence, okay? And I would like more stability. Here.
okay. Right now, what the Netherlands is trying to do is trying to find a way to break up or to create some type of pressure inside the Georgian scrum, to at least contest the ball or at least offer a chance to tackle Gorgadze or Lobshanice when they have the ball at the back of the scrum. Let's see if it pans out.
Coup de pied franc. Free kick. No.
I would like to have a replay to see what happened. The Georgian scrum, for me, it went to the ground, but might be because the Dutch one didn't bind correctly, so or didn't drive forward as they should have. So at least is a line out for the Netherlands. Because I don't know if it was a straight penalty for Georgia or for the free kick.
Coup de pied franc. Coup de pied franc. Coup de pied franc. Coup de pied franc. Free kick. Free kick. Free
Yeah.
kick. Yes.
It was a free kick. I think the Lelos didn't understand it was a free kick.
Done. Thanks.
It's opportunity then for the Netherlands now on halfway. And they're really under the pump here in Tbilisi. Robbie Couture. It's taken by Tim de Jong, try scorer against Spain. And the Netherlands trying to gain some meters, but Rademacher has other ideas, and he sends it into the 22, and it's marked by Niniashvili.
So you see, it's possible to take Georgia focus out of the game. They lost a bit of the concentration then with the free kick. They wanted already another penalty to do another drive. But I think Netherlands is giving too much ball to the Georgians. They're kicking too much. They have the backline units to play good rugby in there. So by giving the ball back to Georgia, just welcoming Niniashvili, Tabutsatso, Lobshanitsa, Matkabu to come in. It's very debatable strategy.
Van Leeuwen with the take. It's like a decent maul here from the Netherlands. Robbie Couture, player who has around 50 caps in Super Rugby for the Lions from 2013 to 2019. And Georgia, tactically so good.
Aside from that great defense we watched in the first, which led to the first Georgian triumph, I think Netherlands still isn't in the game. They are a bit restless. They're kicking too much, as we already discussed. Even in scrum, they're you see this. This is a way to try to take out of nothing. This is the dark heart of the scrum. Out of nothing, it's practically a tiny problem. But well, Niniashvili is smiling, so I think there's no problem at all.
I speak, please. Okay. I want good values. Okay. So finish. Okay, and go play. Non, c'est bon.
C'est bon, Justin. C'est bon. It's all good. We have no idea what happened, but both teams want to get an advantage in the scrum and out of the scrum. At the moment, Netherlands is trying to contest the ball, the Georgian ball. Sorry. But they're trying to do it in an illegal way, and I don't know if that's going to help them in the end.
So what would Georgia do here? Netherlands trying to put the pressure on, but Georgia come right at the end. Lobshanidze, Matkava, Kavezeladze, Niniashvili. Cutting back on the inside, David Niniashvili throws a wild offload, and they still have the ball here, Georgia. Lobshanidze Beautiful pass by Lobchanidze to Kodua, this 37-year-old, the oldest player on the park today.
So let me go to the scrum because it's one of those areas of the game that we should talk about more. Yeah, it seemed it was the Georgian front row that came up, but they were the driving force. Netherlands was just in the first moment when the ball came in, you could see that Netherlands made a push, were winning some ground, and then just went backwards. And then, of course, Vano Karkadze and the rest of the front row came up because Netherlands stopped doing any force at all and were trying to go to the ground. So this is the problem. You have to contest because it's the only way you can
Back, please.
put
Back,
the
blue,
journalists
please.
angry. It's that or breaking down the mall legally. Switzerland did that in the first 20 minutes and put the journalists very restless. But for now, Netherlands is on the back foot.
Karkadze, little trick move here. Kahoidze with the carry. Lobchanidze. And then Chalachonia.
Pas plaquage sur ballon, là.
Lobchanidze.
Advantage.
Sachinadze, the captain,
Va au debout.
looking for their third try here. Lobchanidze, Beko Gogadze. The Saxon Palawas player in
Five
the
blue.
top 14.
5 blue.
So
Tackle without ball.
winning by 14 points with the 20-minute mark coming,
5 blue.
I think they're going to go or for the scrum, or for the line out and a maul drive. I would be very interested if they go for the scrum to see what type of play, because in the line out they didn't go for the maul drive. They tried to do a play with back aggregates. They just have to be a little bit quicker for that type of move with the back line to work, because it was a bit too slow and gave the Netherlands a chance to defend it quickly or shut down that inside side.
Yeah. Back. Mark here.
This Georgian side, well, they're just absolutely loaded today. 14 of the 23 play their club rugby in France, of which 6 play in the top 14 and 7 play in the Pro D2, and then they've got 1 Espach as well on the bench. Amazing. And the Netherlands, Coach Lynn Jones will take that all day long, Francisco.
More patient. They waited for the ball to come in while the Georgian wanted to immediately start driving after the line. But let's see.
Kodua, David Niniashvili. He's looking to set off. And he's well marked, it must be said. Good defense from the Netherlands. Sachinadze. Leon. Flanker. Lobchanidze. And that ball's not out. Here is Meyer, and he goes to the air. Looking to put the pressure on. Plenty of time for David Niniashvili. And that's all over the show. But it might work out for the Georgians. And it has. And then Makaba, he'll try go for 50-22. Manort.
Thanks, 5.
Niniashvili.
Thanks.
Well, there you go. David Niniashvili can do everything. A 50-22.
A beautiful 50-22. It starts in Dutch mistake again. It's weird because Mies van Oort had collected well the ball. He had an option out who had space and nobody in front of him, but he chose to kick into the mid part of the pitch. This is just inviting Georgia to come in. It's not that the strategy will work out for them in the end.
Lado Chachanidze with the take. And there's an error at line-out time, and this will frustrate coach
Vous êtes
Richard
statique,
Cockerell for
vous
sure.
pouvez pas être statique, il
2
faut être
errors in a
dynamique,
row at the
pousser
set
fort.
piece.
Okay, this is just small technicalities that Georgia is failing at the moment because they are trying
1 and 3.
or to hurry up everything or to slow it down a bit too much. But it's just small technicalities. You see, they are dominating
Faut rester
everything
dynamique.
because Netherlands is simply not trying to play with the ball. They just are just kicking
Ouais, vous
it
pouvez
to
pas
the other
attendre.
side and waiting to defend it. Like this, you won't have a chance
Vous
to
sortez
contest
trop
for the
tôt et
game.
vous attendez après. Oui, it's for you. Number, please. 5. 5 blue.
Kargadze, Chachanidze, Korgadze. He lays it back to Vano Kargadze.
Advantage.
Support from Chachanidze, and they've got the penalty. This is beautiful to watch. Look at this rolling maul.
Second advantage.
It's gone about 30 meters, and they're still going. Kargadze lays it back. Lobshanidze, Kahohidze, Matkava, Kaveze Ladze. Kaveze Ladze looking for Akaki Tabudzadze. Very lateral there. Was that the correct decision?
Advantage.
And CLR might have this ball. Brilliant defense by the Dutch.
Ah, il y a après.
He will come back for the penalty.
Ouais. Captain. Ouais.
A brief talk with the captains, I think.
Captain 7. Too many
Oh, yellow card.
infringement. C'est là.
And on
Il y
his
en a une
debut,
deuxième là.
Joris Smits
7.
sent off for 10 minutes.
Oui.
And that is a big blow for the Netherlands.
It's an unfortunate last 15 minutes for Netherlands. I think too many penalties. It's debatable if it was a yellow card offense. I know it was for the accumulation of penalties, but it's rare to see this outside of the 22. But George is dominating and controlling
take
completely.
Gargadze, Vano Gargadze, tackled by Radamaka. Lobshanidze, and then Mama Aishvili there with the knock on, and Georgia with yet another error. Errors starting to compound.
Advantage over.
Very uncharacteristic.
Sorry, Justin, for talking at the same time, but I was saying they're controlling everything. Netherlands is just now trying to put the ball out and see if there's a knock on, like it happened here. It was unfortunate, I think, but it's very small details, and this is why for the young audience at home, you should go low when you carry the ball, not up, and 2 arms, not 1.
Ponike Kahohidze, and that's another error.
Okay, we come back here. Knock on red.
And this is just about keeping the Netherlands in the game here, Franciscu. And you get the feeling that they need to try and make this count in their favor and get the next points.
Well, it's an massive oxygen ball that Netherlands is bringing at the moment, playing with 14. I think the Lelos are trying to rush everything. They see 14, they're feeling very happy with the game, they're controlling, they're dominating, but this kind of mistakes, and I don't believe it will give a comeback to Netherlands, but it can, nip your chances of getting more points on the board, more tries, and I think Richard Cockerell is not happy what he's seeing at the moment because he wants to see a perfect Georgia, and we're not seeing a perfect Georgia.
Maya, you can't kick this ball out in the full because it was taken back. Niniashvili launched that ball into the Dutch halfway, and Meyer will just return it. A little bit of kick tennis. Will the Dutch have a go? That's the question. Kick chased by Meyer. Here's Tordua. And then Karagadze. He's getting through a lot of work, the hooker. Around 20 caps for Georgia. Just 24 years of age. Dutch not trying to risk anything. They're just trying to put Georgia back into their own half. Look at this, will they have a go? Niniashvili, David Niniashvili. Terrific footwork, Kahohidze, and then Kavezeladze for Akaki Tabudzadze. Has that gone forward? Into touch it goes. But they gain 50 meters just like that, Francisco.
Enough kicking, said Niniashvili. Enough kicking, we're playing with the ball now. And 50 meters, it's incredible. His sidestep is just lethal. And then I love to call it a Scottie Pippen pass because it is. It's just a perfect one for the side. You see, Netherlands just 2 minutes back, they kicked too many times the ball. Keep it with you. Show that you can play with it in your hands, because against the Lelos, you only have a chance if you have a great set piece that doesn't go back, doesn't concede many penalties, and if you try to be a bit more unpredictable when you have the ball in your possession. You have to be, it's the only chance, because the Lelos are waiting for the classic. So first center, bash crash, then comes a unit with forwards, bash crash, and then you try to kick it. This is the way the Lelos want to enforce the other teams to play against them. But if you try to be a bit more unpredictable while having a good set piece, and we have seen the Netherlands having a good set piece today, they can score points. They can, create some problems and some issues in the Lelos. We have seen that in last year when it was 31-10. If I'm wrong, so 21 point gap. It's not that big when you're considering who's on the other side. But at the moment, the Netherlands are not playing and not trying to be present with the ball in the game. They're just defending and kicking. And against the Leos, that isn't enough to contest the scoreboard.
So Robbie Kutsia. And rising is Blumen, but Georgia managed to turn over that ball. Tabudzadze. You don't usually see him do that. They've got the advantage. Georgia, Lobshanidze. He's waiting for that ball. And he finds Gorgadze Matkava as they look to go along the line here. Kahohidze to his center partner, Georgi Kevezeladze. Bekazakhinadze. Around 45 caps for Georgia. And Makava with a skip pass. Tornike Kahohidze was tackled by his opposite, David Wiersma. Jalachonia, no intention on kicking out for Georgia until Lobshanidze has other ideas, and he uses the caterpillar ruck. Test the miscommunication, Francisco, between Dan van der Avwoord and Mees van Oort.
The team needs the halftime. They badly need halftime. I know they're just losing for 14 points, which isn't that big of a difference. But we have seen that Georgia, well, they didn't defend in the last 40 minutes. They didn't. Any ball at all. So they have been the dominant and attacking side. They have lost 3 or 4 tries with some knock-ons or imprecise plays inside the last 10 meters. So, but you can see the Dutch need to go. The Orange need that halftime break to breathe, to focus, to gather themselves, and to say, okay, we need to risk, because this is a day to risk. It's not a day to play simple.
Great scrum from Georgia. Lubshanidze, Kahohidze, Matkava, Niniashvili, and then Sandro Tudua. Tackled by Sialau and Van Oort. Here's Sakhinadze. Woman once again trying to make himself a nuisance. Lubshanidze. Still got it. Makava to Babunashvili. De Jong almost getting a turnover. Gargadze. Just being patient here, Georgia. Matkava, Niniashvili, Akaki Tabudzadze to Beka Zakhinadze. Haven't scored points for a while, Georgia. In fact, they haven't scored any points since that yellow card. Basil Lubshanidze. T. Campbell trying to go with the jackal. The right winger for the Dutch. Chachanidze. Raymond with a big hit, but Chachanidze to Gargadze, and that's gone forward. And once again, another try blown, or another try scoring opportunity blown.
A small knock on. I'll talk about it, but see what happens to Vasil Lobshanidze when Irakli Saudi runs him. He struck his nose, so I don't know if Lobshanidze is 100% okay, but it's great from Shashinadze here. Great. And then good offloads. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. To do it, look, 37 years old, so it's impressive that Alexander Tudu is still here playing for the Lalos. So it's not by pity or by giving a life career award. It's because he deserves. His physical conditioning and his expertise to the outside backs is incredible. It helped Niniashvili in his first times in the Lalos. And he still brings, he might not bring that many tries, but he doesn't concede any penalties. He's great at the aerial contest, and he's great at making and decision making. So it's a good unit to have on the pitch. But again, let's go back to the knock-on. The Lelos are rushing things. Against Switzerland, they were far more patient building their scoreline. With the Netherlands, they're trying to throw okay with all offloads, but you could see that this one from Vanu Kakadze to up Saudi was not perfectly well done because they were not in sync. So at the moment, is Netherlands trying to kick the ball too much out or not playing with it at all, and the Georgians want to play too much with it and running everything with everyone.
More space, please. More space. More space.
And Jones. Well, at the moment, if the scoreline stays the same going into half time, he might be somewhat satisfied. But as we know, the Georgians can score 3 tries in 7 minutes. So still a long way to go. Radamaka. And then Meyer trying to relieve some pressure. And that's a good kick up towards halfway by Vikas Meyer.
Yes, but again, the Netherlands are not risking it. I know I'm clicking too much on this, but if you want to really contest the levels, and I think they're still a bit shell-shocked what happened with them against Spain, and you can feel it. They were hoping a better performance. Today, they are just waiting for the team to play. it doesn't work.
Beka Kogadze in centre field. Rupshanidze for Zahinadze and then Kevezeladze.
Thanks.
Iniashvili. Tackled by Raymond. Does take two players to bring him down. And then good tip pass by Jadachonia. Matkava solves a big dummy. Luka Matkava, the Georgian wizard, with a brilliant line break. Lopsha needs there on the short side for Mama Iashvili. Beka Zahinadze says, follow me, the captain.
No.
Totua, Jadachonia, Niniashvili, Kevezeladze, and Akaki Tabudzadze is well marked. Raymond contesting. The defense, though, even though they conceded that line break, still pretty impressive, Franciscu, from the Netherlands.
Yeah, pretty impressive. And yeah, the defense is, we have already talked about it. In the first Georgian try, yeah, they conceded, but they were 3 minutes in defending and not allowing the other side to step into the try area. Right now, you see, and this is the advantage on Georgia. They don't have only Taputsatse or Niniashvili. They have also Luka Matkava, which can be a serious advantage when trying to cut inside the advantage line. But it's better at defense wise. I think the Netherlands are having a good performance. 14. They had just conceded 2 tries. They have already forced 6 mistakes on the levels with good tackles, with good precise tackles, and they're keeping their wits about it. Ooh,
No.
this is not a good image.
There is a substitution.
So Justin,
I'll be very concerned.
sorry, they're very concerned, of course, and they're going. Papushna-Nashvili, I think, is coming in. And last week I thought it was going to be Papushna-Nashvili as a 10, and then Niniashvili stays as a fullback, but it was the opposite. Niniashvili played as a fly half, and that second half against in those last 40 minutes against Switzerland. So let's see if they stick with the same game plan.
Let's go, boys. Here.
We hope he recovers quickly. Luka Matkava in his 14th consecutive test start. The good news is he is on his feet, though. Luka Matkava, what a career he's had so far. Just 23 years of age, his 26th test match. So Georgia looking for try number 3 here. Powerful shove. The Netherlands trying to disrupt that ball. Tornike Kahohidze, the powerful carry. And then Beka Gogadze. Vano Kagradze, tackled by Raymond. Lobshanidze, Niniashvili, Papunashvili, Akaki Tabudzadze, test try number 44. He now joins Jeff Wilson, the All Black, on the all-time leading try scorers in Test rugby in 14th position. The bullet strikes.
So at this moment, and we'll go back to the play just in a minute, Kaki Tabudzadze is with 44 tries. He's just 2 from getting the top 10. So he's very close, very close. As we've seen, Niniashvili is playing as a fly half in the Georgian setup, which is a very interesting take from Richard Cockrell, because Niniashvili is not that classical type of fly half, but he offers speed and he risks, and he also his kicking duties he's incredible in his kicking duties. But well done from Georgia. They shaken up a bit, and now they got in again. Third try of the game.
Niniashvili, 7 from 8 from the tee last week. This time he's unsuccessful. But just on Tabudzadze, to show how prolific he is and his efficiency, 44 tries and 47 test matches. There's only 3 players in the top 20 try scorers of all time who have over 90%. It's Akaki Tabudzadze, Taisuke Anahato, and then Will Jordan. Quite incredible.
It's pretty remarkable, and he's so close to getting top 10, and I believe until his retirement he'll get to first place, or at least on the first two spots in the list.
And also only 27 years of age. He's 10 years younger than Sandro Tudua. But Sandro Tudua might break another record in a few games' time. He might become the most capped player for Georgia of all time. Most capped player for Georgia of all time is David Kacharava with 122 caps, and Tudua already has around 120. So record-breaking times.
It's good, it's good. Advantage for Nokon.
Lubshanidze. Beka Sakhinadze over the gain line. Niniashvili at 10 that time to the air. It's a great contestable, it must be said. Dashi Papunashvili put in a good effort, but the Netherlands will breathe a sigh of relief. They have the scrum.
Yes, it's now I think Georgia with the third try will try to, not slow down, but try to build things in a different manner. And they don't have Matkava, which, even if Niniashvili is pretty insane player, it isn't the same type of fly half as Matkava, or trained with the same in the same game plan and strategy wise. But Niniashvili is going to be more direct. So for Netherlands, they have to close down immediately, especially the inside side, because if the flanker, for example, in the scrum comes out more slowly, Niniashvili is going to strike it, and it can open gaps in the Dutch defense.
Control the engagement, please. Keep your breadfoot.
Yes.
Time is over.
Let's go.
Just remember, you can catch all the games in the Rugby Europe Championship all on Rugby Europe TV. After this game, another 3 games coming up this weekend. So much at stake. Rademacher wants to get it out as quickly as possible. Meyer will say we won't concede any more points. And that is half-time in Tbilisi in Georgia. It's Georgia 19, the Netherlands 0. Georgia started off like a house on fire with a brilliant try through Tornike Kahohidze, the lovely pass from Lubshanidze, and then that amazing line break from David Niniashvili and that offload to Lubshanidze. And then there was a yellow card, and almost quite remarkably, the Netherlands conceded no points during that time. And then Akaki Tabudzadze scored his 44th test try in 47 caps. Thoughts on that first half, Francisco?
So defensively wise for Netherlands, it was not a bad performance. It was a positive performance, and some moments of the game. The first try they delayed for 3 minutes, the Georgian 5-pointer, and from the rest of the half, they were mostly good at it. The problem is in Georgia they have players like Niniashvili, which we are seeing now, that from a strike of pure genius created a second try for Georgia out of nothing. From a rock, he took the ball out, he just stepped and offloaded the ball to Vasil Lobshanidze. The problem with Netherlands is they are giving too much ball and too many opportunities to Georgia. unfortunately for the Lelos, they have ruined some of the greatest opportunities, like in this one with knock-ons, imprecise passing, imprecise game plan. But they are dominating, and you can feel it that the Netherlands at the moment is trying to survive. They're not trying to play, to survive. There have been some good tackling, but at the same time, it's not enough for a team like Netherlands to get a good performance from this pitch, especially when you play against guys like Pekka Gorgadze, Akakitu Tabotsatse, Irakli Apsauri, and so many others. It's difficult. Georgia is not having a walk on the park score wise, but if you rewatch the full first 40 minutes, Netherlands haven't gone inside the last 22 once, and that tells for me the tale of the game thus far.
Excellent summary, Francesco. And this is just unbelievable from David Niniashvili. That pass, delicious. Lobshanidze with the try.
Look here, Justin. It's not only the step, it's the offload now. He looks out, it seems he's going to pass it out, but then suddenly, and also instance.
So Georgia 19, the Netherlands 0 at halftime here in Tbilisi in Georgia. And so far, Georgia are showing no signs that they will entertain a loss at home in the Rugby Europe Championship. And they have not lost at home in the Rugby Europe Championship for about 21 years. They're quite remarkable. And at the moment, they are on course to win their 36th Rugby Europe, or be unbeaten in 36 Rugby Europe Championship matches. Also just remarkable. And Francesco, if you just look at Georgia, you know, they played their first test match in 1989, and they qualified for their first World Cup in 2003. And quite interesting, at that World Cup in 2003, they lost to England 84 points to 6. And if you just look at the growth in isolation there from 2003, or even from 1989 to where we are today with Georgia being 12th in the world, they've qualified for every single Rugby World Cup since 2003. They might just be going to their 7th consecutive Rugby World Cup. We know the Georgian teams of the past were very forward orientated, but in the last 4 to 5 years, and even more so recently, is that they're able to play with such flair. And it is really a success in the rugby world.
Yeah, I think Georgia since the World Cup have made some progression. I think the 2022 was the best Georgian side we have seen ever. With not only wins against Wales and Italy, but the way they played, they were menacing, they're dominant. Niniashvili still wasn't at his best possible level. He was very young at the time. He's still young right now. But the way that Richard Cockrell is building this side is to be a menace in all other areas without being like just really strong in one particular area or two particular areas. It's all things. If you are 99% in the scrum and in the outside backs, but then the rest of the team is 50%, you're going to win some games, but when it matters, like a World Cup, it might fail. While if you have a team that's 85% in all areas, you might be heading to the objective or the goal that you most wanted, which is, for in the case of the Lelos, is the quarterfinals of World Cup, because Beka Gorgadze in interview, David Niniashvili also said our goal is a quarterfinal in a World Cup, and they're building towards that objective. Of course, knowing Richard Cockrell well, as we know, he's not happy what he's seen in the first half, mainly in the handling, too many mistakes. And against Switzerland, everything was like pitch perfect. If you go watch the game back, you'll see that they basically made just 2 or 3 um handling mistakes today, and because of the Dutch defense as well, because we can't take that. What the best things they did in this first 40 minutes, the Lions have lost a lot of good opportunities inside those last 10 meters. So today, the Netherlands is not a menacing side to score tries, but against another team, this could ruin Georgia's chances. And that's why Richard Coker is saying we're working to have the best team of all time.
Let's just not forget the progression that the Netherlands have made over the last 4 or 5 years. Currently ranked 24th in the world, and they're slowly improving, which is a good sign, and they still might have a chance to go to Rugby World Cup 2027, which would be their first ever Rugby World Cup. And that is an impressive carry by Tornike Jadahonia. And now it is Vano Gagadze. It was everywhere in the first half, and Niniashvili will look to clear, and that ball's not out. Meyer will go to the air once again, almost gathers his own kick, and here goes David Niniashvili now. What a steal from Chris Raymond. Can the Netherlands get the first score of the second half? It was Reikok with the carry, and he's under so much pressure, and the work from Kogadze and Kargadze, just excellent.
Yes, just it's the right way to start the second half. You don't have the ball, so you have to quickly get it back. Great work from Beka Gorgadze and Irakliat. So just the two. How can you contest that with those two behemoths inside the breakdown? It's impossible. Incredible. Well done from Georgia. And now let's see Niniashvili play as a fly half, because it's completely different type of flavor.
Kargadze. And it's been poached. And here goes Dan van der Affort. And he finds Raymond. Another error at line-out time for Georgia, just not good enough. Despite the scoreline, Richard Cockerell will be furious. Niniashvili, was he taken late by Tim de Jong?
Oh, and now is Niniashvili down there. Look, Netherlands is not doing it on purpose. They're not trying here to injure Georgian players, but they want to contest physically wise. Oh, Timio. Well, let's see if there's no.
To check the potential full play. For us in live, there is a percussion after the kick.
Yes, we check that. Can I have the camera number 8, please? Benoît is the number 6.
Ouais, je vois. Je peux pas avoir l'image globale.
Yes. Can I have the camera number?
Perfect.
Yes, this one.
other angles, please.
And this one.
Après, pour moi, c'est une percussion. Épaule fermée, ça touche l'épaule.
Yes.
Okay, so we can see that there is a shoulder charge
Yes.
without contact to the head. There is a danger, so for us it's a penalty kick and a yellow card against Cis Blue. Are you happy with that?
Yes, I agree. Yellow card. Le point de retombée du ballon, c'est à 26 mètres sur la ligne des 15.
Okay, thanks. J'ai pas entendu. Là. Okay. Captain, please, number 6.
Well, it is what it is. The first thing that you should ask yourself is if Kim De Jong could have changed his direction or not do what he did, but he purposely just changed it and showed the shoulder, and of course I don't know. For me, there's no theatricals on Nashville. If you look at this we see it in slow motion.
Back, please, back.
They lost the ball. Richard was not being happy. Sorry, Justin. You go ahead and we'll explain the rest. Next.
Can you believe it? Another malfunctioning line-out from Georgia. All over the shop. Takhinadze, Blumen, and Sialau get involved on the defensive effort. Niniashvili and Babunashvili.
Dayan.
And stolen.
Use it. Finish.
The Dutch, what will be the tactic here? Will they have a go? It's Rekoch, loose head prop. Rademacher, most experienced player in terms of test caps for Netherlands. That's really well taken by Georgia. Lobshanidze and then Zakhinadze for Apsiauri, big tight head prop. Lobshanidze, Niniashvili, and then Kahohidze, Papunashvili, Gogadze, Jalagonia to Tabudzadze. Akaki Tabudzadze. Good strength in the tackle. Apsiari, Chachanidze, Horgadze, Niniashvili, Papunashvili, Kotua, the loose ball for Kavezeladze.
Forward pass.
And the errors, Franciscu, must be in the double digits for Georgia at the moment.
Too many, and this is not what the staff wants to see, because they want a more reliable side that doesn't do too many mistakes. It isn't one mistake at every 5 minutes. It has been like in every 2 minutes. They have spoiled a lot of chances already, and for example, if Netherlands now scores an interception try and gets 19 to 7, and then proceeds to score a penalty kick on another try, it puts pressure on Georgia. But this is a lot of ifs, and we live in the world of in the reality realm. So at the moment, Georgia still is dominating and controlling the pace. They just need to figure out a way to not lose the ball possession, because they have been not the same team as we seen from last week.
Discipline has been a concern for the Netherlands going back to the 2024 calendar year, where they conceded 9 yellow cards in 6 games, and so far in this calendar year they have conceded 3 yellow cards in 2 games. Rademacher with the put in. Georgia with the pressure. Mayer, and he has T. Campbell. He had the right idea, but it was miscued.
Yeah, you see, it's, again, kick. I think I know the idea is to not concede that many points to try to have a home semi-final in case for the Netherlands in the bottom four teams that will still have a chance to go to the World Cup repechage, but have to try to do better because again they're inviting Georgia in.
Mike Kafohidze with a brilliant carry. Niniashvili to Dua, switch ball to Kabadzadze. And he has Dashi Papunashvili.
Good turnover.
What a steal. Boris Smits with the carry after the steal.
Merci.
Gluman, Meyer,
Play on.
he's under
On the
pressure.
check,
Was that
on the
high
check.
by Jalahornia? Seemed to be play on.
No.
Near Rademacher with a trusty boot once again. And we'll have another Georgia lineout, but they've been losing their lineout, so they take it quickly. And they can't even get the quick takes right at the moment, Francisco.
Yeah, it's the little victories, and at the moment I think Georgia started well with that turnover from Beka Gorgadze and Irakli Abtsauri, but then spoiled a good line-out opportunity, then again spoiled another line-out opportunity, and since then they've been, not the same team. They're restless.
Keep calm.
They have 19 points already on the scoreboard, and
Let's go.
but if they keep going like this in the end of the game, they're gonna have Richie Cockrell hollering because he's not happy with what he's been seeing. It's not a positive start in the second half, and this is giving a bit of life to the Netherlands. Those small victories can turn out to big victories if the Orange believe in it.
Bind. Set.
It's a scrum battle, Justin. I'm loving to see how the Dutch are keeping together. The Georgians are the ones that shouting and trying to spirit them way inside again in the scrum. But if you look to Robbie Coetzee, who's a very experienced player, plays rugby, playing so many plays MLR, they're keeping the result untainted, and they're working slowly to try to find a way to get an advantage out of the Georgian side of the squad.
Shove from Georgia.
Stop.
Meyer just puts it into the 22 once more. Tabadzadze,
No.
a massive punt downfield, and Vikas Meyer, he will go to the boot again. Will Georgia launch an attack? David Niniashvili finds Sandro Tudua. Good tackle by the number 9, Amir Rademacher. Lubshanidze for Zachinadze, who throws a dummy. Beka Zachinadze. Lubshanidze, Niniashvili, Papunashvili again.
No, Conrad.
And then Rademacher has it. Mace Van Oort. At the moment, the memo has been for the Netherlands to just kick.
Come here.
Another mistake, Justin. Just another mistake, and they're piling up. I think if we watch side by side from the first half and the second half, it's a very different Georgia at the moment. And Netherlands is doing their part. They're defending well,
Time off, huh?
keeping composure, keeping alive. I contest what they're doing when they have the ball in their possession. I think they're kicking too much. I think Vikas Meyer has the intellect and the willingness to play with the ball in his hands to try to create something else special from his backline, because it's not a backline that doesn't know how to play quick ball or do handling or doing. Ah, we have gone to T-mode.
Okay.
Attends, je suis en train de bosser, mais ils ont que dalle comme image, c'est tout pour.
TMO call. TMO call.
Yes, we make a TMO call.
Julien.
TMO call, yeah.
We want to check a potential full play.
Okay.
By a red player on the two blue.
Okay, broadcaster. Can I see a potential full play, please?
Julia Castagnet, TMO, working overtime today.
It's after that.
It's. I want to see this, but with this camera. This timing. With this angle, I can affirm there is a head contact. Have you got another camera, please?
Looks like it could be Gorgadze or Mama Ioshvili.
Can we have the tight angle, please? Because
yes, this one. I want to see this camera, please. And you freeze. I can't affirm there is a head contact. I can't say.
Okay. With this angle, we can affirm that there is a clear contact to the head. Can we see the camera behind?
Yeah. With this one. Wait.
The camera, the goal line. Okay.
Oui, là il y est.
Okay. So with this angle, we can see a contact to the head.
Yes.
Okay.
With this, but in live, please. Je la mets avec la caméra 8, mais en direct pour voir s'il y a une chute.
Pour moi, il y a un contact direct à la tête, c'est du jeu déloyal.
Non, non, non.
Il y a un degré de danger, on est d'accord. Il n'y a pas de facteur atténuant, il ne se baisse pas.
Gorgadze could be in big trouble, yeah.
But in live, please. C'est pas des étoiles.
C'est quel numéro?
C'est le numéro. Attends. C'est le numéro 6.
Okay, so if we follow the process, there is a contact to the head. It's a full play because the player is upright. Okay, the degrees of danger is high because there is
In live.
There is force with speed and direct contact to the head. I have no mitigating factors. Agree with that?
Yes, agree.
Okay, so it's a red card against 6 red.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this could change the face of the game. Beka Gorgadze, on his birthday, 29 years of age.
6.
Is going to be sent off the field on his birthday. Good respect shown there between Kutsia and Gorgadze, but this might change the face of the game from Shishku.
Yeah, at least maybe it can also help Georgia of trying to slow things down and to not commit so many mistakes possession-wise. For the Netherlands, it is a calling card they need to now search for some backline movement. It's now or never. Last half an hour, they can go for it. Unfortunately for Beka Gorgadze, it's the right decision, it's a red card, but he took it the right way, so game on.
Oliver Sialal with a really good carry. Rademacher finds Peters. Timo Peters. From Lewin to Raymond. Great tackles. What a kick pass this is. Once the Netherlands trying something on attack, but that defense, Francisco, my goodness.
Yes, great defense from the levels, but it's under the new laws, and it's right. It's a red card. It's high. You could get it lower. It's unfortunate for Bekagagati. But yeah, great defense from Georgia. But again, I know that Vikas Meyer's main strength is his kicking, but Niniashvili's main strength is also counterattack. So it's a very, very risky way of trying to find a way inside the try area, because if Niniashvili now with 14 gets the ball, he will speed it up to try and get surprised.
I want more space, okay? So Mark is here. Mark is here, more space.
Also, Francisco, Georgia need to be careful as well, because as it stands, they've scored 3 more tries than the Netherlands, so they have the bonus point. But if the Dutch can try get another try also and keep Georgia scoreless, it might just mean that Georgia might just come away at 4 points. So there's also that to play for.
Yeah, there's that semi-final at stake.
California with a great line break. Offload to Kahohidze. Tonike Kahohidze with the ball to Kaveze Ladze. Papunashvili to Sandro Tutua, the veteran. We've got 90 meters here. Niniashvili. Let's play on.
Vous avez le numéro?
Mano Gargadze.
No!
Advantage for Georgia. Niniashvili whips it out.
Okay.
So many handling errors, but they'll have another crack, Georgia.
Captain, 9 blue.
He has big trouble again.
Knock on. Wait.
Tim de Jong is coming back onto the field.
No. Deliberate knock on.
It's a bit past the button with the yellow card at the moment. I think, and this is the problem. You were saying that with that red card, there was a small advantage for Netherlands, but when you look to this game, they'll have 3 yellow cards in the match. So it's a half an hour with 14 players, while Georgia will have gone played with 14 for also half an hour. So it's not that big advantage, and it's just mistakes that they could not do. They shouldn't do this, because even in the half line mark, you could see they tried to pin down Niniashvili without the ball. So this is illegal stuff that will get you more yellow cards and will just give life to a team like Georgia, who's going to try to score now a maul drive through a maul drive.
Chacha needs it. Vano Gadze is at the back. It's looking so impressive. But the Netherlands again have dismantled the maul. Outstanding work from the Netherlands. A 4-all game. Now Georgia have to dig it out. Slow ball for Georgia. Karagadze is poised.
No hands, no hands.
Good pop pass from the hooker. Zachinadze will be the next to follow. Lays it back beautifully. And then Kaveze Ladze.
Second advantage, tackler.
Vasil Lobshanidze. Zachinadze. Looking for the 4th try, Georgia. Niniashvili. Try. There it is. It's been a long time coming. Lovely score. And we just see Niniashvili finds the loose head prop, Georgi Mamaiashvili, who has his first test try for Georgia.
Reliable. It's unfortunate for the Netherlands. In the moment that Georgia was feeling restless, so having not scored since the first half, or the end of the first half, and with Beke Gargadze out with a red card, it should have been all Netherlands, but it was completely the other way. Georgia came out from inside the last 5 meters with the scrum, played well from it, and then got a new yellow card for the visitors, and then scored a try. So it took it was needed a red card for Georgia so they would wake up and get their back on their feet to be the dominant side in the game.
Shane Ficken also on the field. Goginava on the field as well for Georgia, and here's Dashi Papunashvili. Here's Goginava. Luka Goginava with the carrier Niniashvili. Looks to clear his lines. And Meyer once again will return the kick, and Niniashvili will do the same. And the Netherlands will do the same once more. So no team willing to have a crack.
You stay here, please.
Yeah, another crack, but now it's well, bonus point and refreshed pack. So let's see. I think Georgia now is going to have a better time in the game. They had a good first half, then very scrappy playing, then the beginning was not good. Let's see what happens here.
Lobshanidze under pressure, so he threw a dummy. Zachinadze tackled by Raymond and Van Leuven. And here's Jalagoronia. Niniashvili goes to the air. Well taken by Mace van Oort. Outstanding to T. Campbell. What an offload to Olivia Sialau, the outside centre. The Netherlands have a penalty.
Yeah, but at the same time, they get it's not their first penalty in the second half. My problem is that the Dutch failed to convert it in any kind of dangerous play. It's at the moment they are losing by 26, which is going to be a good result compared to what Georgia did with Switzerland 1 week ago. But the Netherlands is not like the Swiss, far more experienced with great players that are in the Pradeda, or some of them had a bit of top 14, top 14, experience. And I just want to see some of them because we have seen that against Spain, for example.
Captain, there is a contest. Scrum. No.
There you go, Francesco, you're asking for something, but it won't be. But just to add to your point, Francesco, if you look at this Georgian side, the average number of caps in their 23 today is over 30 caps. And also their average age is 26. And if you compare that with the Netherlands, you know, they also have an average age of 26, but their average caps in their 23 is just around 12 caps. And then you take all those players who play in the top 14 in the Pro League for Georgia, it's just a formidable lineup that they're coming up against. And it's a quick tap here. Lobshanidze for Kahohidze, wonderful hands by Kavezeladze. And yes, Papunashvili gets the fen going on Wiersma, and then he's tackled by Van der Afvoort. It's a pass by Jalachornia, and Robbie Kutsia is first to react. Blumen, Raymond, driven back in the tackle. T. Campbell works the short side for Wiersma and Mace van Oort. Can they find some inspiration here? Joris Smits lays it back. T. Campbell, Mayo on the inside to Van Leuven. T. Campbell whips it out. Van Oort, Kutsia, Sialau, Tabudzadze, and Zachinadze with the defensive efforts. The Netherlands are going back. Van Leuven.
Now free.
Georgia, they poached it, they have. And this is where they can be dangerous. Tutski Ridze needs support. Chacha needs it. And then Kachohidze for Niniashvili and Kaveze Ladze. Yes, Papunashvili looking for a support line. And again, it's another handling error.
Substitution.
And Francesco, you can bet your bottom dollar that Richard Cockerell in the review is going to go absolutely crazy. Here comes on Geda Aprasitse for Lobchanidze.
As a head coach, you have two options. Or I have lived through two options. Or the head coach simply just going to criticize slowly and very quick because there's a game next week against Spain. It's a big game, so it's going to be just lost time in the discussion about what you did well, or it's going to be like 30 minutes of showing every single mistake and saying we're going now to go to the pitch and we're going to replay the game with the same type of offloading without tackling, and you're going to show that you can do it. And I think it's going to be the second option. I think this by far, for my data, the worst Georgian performance in terms of handling since, well, since Japan 2024, even against Australia and the All Blacks 15, which was not a good result for Georgia. They didn't do this many mistakes, and I think it was not because of arrogance, because they wanted to score tries. It was just that some players were more quick than others, or the offload came a bit too late or too early. And this can be a simple way of talking, but it's what happened. And for example, the free lineouts they lost inside the last 22, you could see it was by decision making. They didn't know if they want to put in the first or in the second, and then there was a bit of doubt sowed in the units who lift up the jumper, and that is enough to lose the ball, especially against Netherlands, who last year was one of the best teams on contesting the opposing side's lineouts. So the only thing I wanted to see also from this game was Netherlands scoring a try, because it's not because they deserve it, it's to show they can do it, and they have done it like they did last year.
Kyver Horn has replaced Dan van der Afvoort. We hope he's okay. And Vickers Meyer looks to put up a contestable. And here we go. T. Campbell gathers. Monty Leverstein tackled by Aprasitse. Wiersma has to play at scrum off. And here's Peters now. He's got 3 Georgians on him. And Boginava and Kavatadze, as well as Absiari, and Wiersma now for Blumen. Can they unlock this Georgian defense? Meyer goes to the boots.
Okay, for me, it's just a scrum.
It will be a scrum to Georgia.
Offside. He touched the ball. He touched the ball. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's a positive kick contest, but it's the last 15 minutes. So at the moment, Georgia playing well. It's 14 against 14, so they're not any disadvantage, but any player who's on the bench now wants to show they should be in the starting lineup, especially in the loose forwards, as Beka Gorgadze won't be with the team at least for the next weekend.
Crush! Bind! Set!
Together Aprasidze with the put in. It's there for Aprasidze. Kahohidze, Tornike Kahohidze with the offload to Tutskiridze. Aprasidze on the short side. They're looking to get going now. Here's Javachia on Kaiva Horn. Meyer and Monty Leverstein have to bring him down. Aprasidze, Niniashvili, Kavatadze. Aprasidze, Niniashvili, Papunashvili. Wonderful pass. Kevaladze, Beka Zachinadze, the captain's in. Beka Zachinadze, wonderful Georgian try.
All it took was for a red card for the team to try and play a bit better. Well, so great center pairing. It's then a missed tackle, but if we see the game plan from the first minute, you could see that Georgia was winning the advantage line over and over again.
T'as le temps, Julien, s'il te plaît? $20 seconds.
Niniashvili.
Il reste.
Number 2 from the tee today.
Merci. Thanks.
Makes no mistakes. Straight through the center. It's Georgia 33, the Netherlands 0. And just on captain Beka Zachinadze, overall has around 54 caps for Lyon. He's played 8 times for Lyon this season. Previously with Aurillac, where actually Koen Bloemen and Tim de Jong play for as well, from the Netherlands. So Georgia, will they slow down or will they search for more scores? So far, they have scored 21 tries in 2 games and they haven't conceded a try. Aprasidze, Kahohidze, Niniashvili, and then Papunashvili for Kevezeladze, who hoofs it downfield because Meyer sends it back. It's been the order of the day. David Niniashvili setting off on a journey. David Niniashvili got players on his inside. T. Campbell trying to steal that ball. Monty Leverstein with the tackle. Koji Nava to Apsiari. Gela Aprasidze. And that's gone forward. But when they get going, Francescu, it's a joy to watch.
Yeah, it's it's Niniashvili. It's anytime Niniashvili, and in the game it was not. It's a win, but it was not one of those super victories from Georgia. Niniashvili was by far one of the best, and I'll say also Beka Zachinadze, not only for a try, but he tried to keep his team stuck together and playing as a unit. But Niniashvili, there's no words. It's very complicated to find ways to describe how he sees the game. It's not how he takes the ball, it's how he sees the game, how he finds opportunities in every space. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't pan out, but most times it just slices the defense in and goes and goes.
No stability and wait the stability. No stability.
And also, Francescu, interesting news with Niniashvili going to La Rochelle next season. after spending tons of time with Lyon.
Yeah, it's I know there are some people that are not happy with with his decision, but with Ronald Algarra and with the backline that La Rochelle has, I think we're gonna have many very happy moments of the Nashville.
Kvatadze is poised with the tap and go. Scored, or looking for his debut try. And his second test, another pick and go try. And this is the 6th try for Georgia. Javachia with the score, the towering lock forward.
He tells me when it's 20 and 10. Oui, il me dit
Absolute
quand c'est 20 et après
power
quand c'est 10.
from the forward.
Merci,
Niniashvili adds the extra 2. And all of a sudden, they're scoring tries again. Franciscu. Georgi Javachia.
Well, is one of those locks. He has been having a great season for Canoa in the Predator, and since Richard Cockrell came in, he's been one of the players he took under his wing. So it's good to see it.
The chest.
40 points look good at the moment, the Netherlands. And the big question is, can they come away with some points? They've got about 11 minutes to do so. Vikas Meyer. Chalakonia. He's also had a big shift today. Kubach in the number 22 jersey finds Monty Leverstein. But Chuki Chumpadze in the 18 jersey is on for Georgia in his test debut. The black line player. Viersma. Together Aprasidze. And Kaveze Ladze. For David Niniashvili. And that's well taken by Mace van Oort. Just kept it in. He's been solid at the back, the fullback.
Great take. Close to going out, but then good kick.
After, please.
Kvatadze, Babunashvili, Aprasidze, and then Niniashvili, Zachinadze. Been outstanding today. Aprasidze, Jalagonia, Niniashvili. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And Aprasidze lets it go. It's play on for Georgi Kaveze-Ladze. Over. Georgi Kaveze-Ladze.
Yeah, I still think the match official is going to have a watch, yeah, because I think there's a knock-on for before the try conclusion.
We just want to check a potential knock-on. We are in front of the screen.
To see a potential knock-on by the red player. Can I have the 1 and the 2 camera, please?
Pas dit que le ballon il part devant.
Oui, c'est pour ça. Can I have the 1 and the 2 at the screen, at this screen, please?
Il n'est pas plaqué.
Yes. No, the 1 and the 2, please, at this screen, of the TMO
The
screen.
question is whether this went forward or not. Kevezeladze.
Yes,
Il
this
n'est
here.
pas plaqué. Il n'est pas plaqué. It's the same.
Attends, je vais demander l'angle serré.
Ouais, l'angle serré.
Can I have the little...
The tight angle, please.
No, but with the other camera. No,
If this is
there
awarded,
is
it'll be
three cameras.
Kevezeladze's 10th test try.
Can we have the tight angle?
Oui, c'est ce que je demande, mais ils veulent pas nous le passer. Ah, voilà.
Okay.
Can you freeze? Can you freeze? Now you freeze. Little.
I think it's here. I think to go backwards, but let's.
Little. Freeze. Little.
For us, the ball travel forward.
Yes. Yes.
Agree with that? Okay.
Yeah. Travel
So
forward.
No try.
Travel
Forward. Okay. So scrum.
It's debatable, but
Travel forward,
because
so it's a
of the
scrum.
body movement of Mihail Alanya,
Hit. Here,
okay,
here.
it seems it goes backwards. But the ball, in the first moment, I think it starts to, it goes forward. But because of the way he gets tackled, in the moment he lost the more possession. But it's debatable. It's highly debatable. It's a 14 point already. So it's not because of this try that Georgia will lose the home tendency. So Justin, again, Niashvili was in the beginning of the play. What a performance again, huh?
I take it he's your player of the match, Francisco.
22.
100%.
Biesma lets it go into touch. It's a good clearance. Good job, perhaps, Francisco. Not to put words in your mouth, but who do you think's the player of the match today?
Yeah, thanks.
You can put in my mouth just in the words. Yes, it is David Naniashvili. He 2 try assists, played a fullback and a fly half. In both, he excelled. As I said already, he's fireworks in the body form of a player. So I know what you want more, but he is a game changer. He is the game changer.
So Georgia 40 points up, despite having a lot of errors in this game. They have outperformed the visitors here, the Netherlands. 7 tries so far in the making, and still plenty of time for more. Fine driver is on the field, and Tabudzadze. All for forward pass, and also devastating Georgi Chain driver Francisco is on the field. Only 19 years of age, the youngest on the field today across both matchday squads. Currently with Bordeaux, hasn't made a senior appearance yet, but he has a lot of talent, and also played at the Under-20 Rugby World Cup in 2024, where he started in all the games for the Nederlands Under-20s.
Another frightening player, already making a big impact in international rugby. So another one in Georgia. So is an industry of great backline units at the moment.
Kubach and now T. Campbell. This is better. And then Mace Foots, replacement centre, Raymond. So are they hungry for a try here, the Netherlands? Shane Ficken was on the score sheet last weekend at Central against Spain. Blumen, Kubach, and Meyer with the kick pass. Tim de Jong. Possibly their best attack yet. It's loose ball. Meyer He needs support here. Georgia have the steal. Pretty incredible. Aprasidze, the number 9, who plays his club rugby for Perpignan, comes away with the steal.
Well, it was far better. I think they should have tried this before. They have the players to do it. The problem is from this moment or at this moment, their physical conditioning is have already dipped. Also the confidence, but they should have tried this before because they are not a team that doesn't know how to play with the backline. They have good backline players. They have showed that in the last Men's Rugby Europe Championship. But Georgia's having a good game, defensive wise also. So no points conceded for a second game, I think.
Aprasidze. And then Hein Drava sends it through the center. There's a bit of a mix-up here. The Dutch under so much pressure, and it'll be a 5-meter scrum. Lovely little kick ahead by Georgi Hein Drava. And that's perhaps, Francisco, the first misjudged piece of play from fullback Mees van Oort.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think Kevaslazi should, by the law, he should have let go Mees van Oort to allow the player to come back up and play, because he never lets it go. At the same time, it was a great decision by Ken Drava. He catches everyone by surprise, puts the ball back, and well, the Dutch were misplaced and didn't have anyone to help Mees van Oort. So well done from Georgia. Georgia, look, if you ask me what was the best thing out of this game from them, was the defense. Georgia didn't concede nothing, no points. I know it's still 3 minutes to play, but they were just defending once inside their 22 in 80 minutes in international rugby. And Netherlands is not a bad side. They are a very good side nowadays. So I think that's one of the areas that Richard Cockrell put a lot of focus on and has built a team that's very strong in the last 22.
Don't forget, slow cadence.
All on through this fixture, the set piece has been sloppy for both sides. Plenty of scrum resets. The lineouts as well, not really functioning. And Georgia are now looking for try number 7. Aprasidze. Peters has gone up. Jalachornia. Aprasidze over the top. Akaki Tabutsadze. 45th test try for Akaki Tabutsadze, and he leaves behind Jeff Wilson, and he now joins Bowden Barrett in 13th position on the all-try scoring list. Incredible.
Quinn Blumen was having a debate with the referee, but he thinks that Tabutsadze was out of play. I would like to see from another angle, but it's insane, Justin. It's just, you have Niniashvili, he's one of the best game changers in all over the rugby world, and then you have next to him Akaki Tabutsadze, who is one of the best try scorers at the moment in the rugby world. So it's, in Portuguese would say, juntar o útil ao agradável. So you join to the useful, the best. So it's the best type of thing you could expect, or what Georgia could expect from their backline.
Niniashvili, picture perfect strike. And Georgia 47 points up. 4 tries in the second half.
Time off. TMO call. Okay, we need to check the try.
Wow, here we go. He might stay on test try number 44. Let's see.
It's after that. Just before the try, please.
Voilà du tout.
Oui, je sais, Benoît, que c'est pas là du tout. No, just before the try, after the scrum, please. After the scrum. After. Yes, but with the 6.
Yes, it's after the scrum.
Oui, oui, je sais que c'est après la mêlée que je veux la caméra 6, mais bon. Yes, I want to see this, but with the camera number 6, please.
Looks like he's Archer, Franciscu.
With the 6, because with this we don't see nothing.
Ooh, that's tight.
Avec cette caméra, on dirait que le pied touche la ligne.
Oui, mais on voit pas bien. Je leur demande la 6, il est avec des manettes. Là.
Yeah, but the Timo wants another angle. He wants the other angle, and there's another angle.
We would like the camera number 6 for the broadcaster, please.
Ah, elle va arriver, la rembobiner. This, I want this, yes. I want this here. No. I want this on the screen. Yes, but why there is not the... Tu as l'image là parce que moi elle est coupée à moi. Est-ce que toi tu l'as en entier?
Non.
Alors attends, je passe à l'autre écran. 2 secondes, excuse-moi, je vais plus te parler là pendant 30 secondes.
Here we go. Surely this is the angle.
Not this
Yeah.
angle, please.
Le premier était peut-être mieux.
Donc avec la caméra, il met le pied en touche, donc il n'y a pas essai, il y a touche.
Okay, so there is no try.
Touche.
Touche, ouais.
How long is left?
I don't know. No try. Sorry for
So
the
Benoit
time, for the
Osile
waiting.
says no tries. So Akaki Tabudzadze will stay on 44 test tries, level with Jeff Wilson.
I don't know. Number, please. Okay, please.
Well, at least for the next minute, so we don't know what's happening.
Spike Solman. The Netherlands won't risk anything. Meyer under pressure. And Georgia potentially have one last opportunity for a score. Maybe to try our hand. Tabudzadze's 45th test try. But we'll have to wait and see.
Well, he's moving to that side.
Javahia with the take. The Georgians now going through the roving more, and Shane Ficken has done a brilliant job along with Lars Linnenbank. And that shows you the courage. They have fought the Netherlands to the death here. And although they have conceded 40 points, Franciscu, their defense has been heroic at times.
Yeah, there were great moments of defense. First half, mainly in the first 15 minutes. In the second half, before the the red card, because after the red cards, the game went to Georgia's side because they scored almost immediately 2 tries after it, and I would have loved to have watched a bit more of Netherlands try to play with the ball in their hands, but unfortunately it was not their decision. and let's see if the game ends here.
Shoulder out, okay, and push straight.
So the Netherlands, will they roll the dice here, or will they just try to kick this ball into touch?
If it's a matter of points because of the final placements, they'll kick it out. The problem is that I think Netherlands wants a scrum penalty, and they deserve it. The last scrum, they were completely dominating Georgia and pushing them back.
They've got the scrum penalty. Great scrum by the Netherlands. Shane Ficken, Lars Linnenbank, all working hard at front row, along with Timo Peters. And just perhaps there'll be a try at the end here, Francescu, but they'll have to go about 50 meters and get the line out right as well.
What a turn of events from a Tabutsase 45 try to Netherlands having a last shot. But great scrum, great scrum. They deserve that penalty.
Linnenbank with the throw in. Plays his club rugby for Gary Owen in Ireland. Shane Ficken also plays his club rugby in Ireland for Greystones. And there's another penalty here. So what will they do? Surely into touch for another line out.
Another line out, yeah. There was a moment I think Vickers Meyer thought about kicking out and put an end to the game, but the team wants this. I think they finally came to realize they could have scored some points against Georgia. No, I'm not saying if they played a bit more open ball, they would have won this game. I think that was always impossible, but they could have scored tries like they did last season.
Linnenbank, Blummen, the skipper. Linnenbank at the back. Netherlands working hard. Linnenbank still going. 10 meters out, free play. Can they have the final say?
16.
Kubach taps and goes.
Yes, advantage.
Tim de Jong, try! And they will have the final say. Outstanding effort by the Netherlands. They had to wait right until the 84th minute. Mark Kubach with the tap and go. And then the finish in the end. It's really encouraging. Tim de Jong, second try of the campaign.
That ball placement from Tim de Jong inside the try area, great awareness from him. But Mark Kubach, how great it was him to choose to quickly tap and go, because he caught the Georgian line by surprise. You see, this was what I was talking about to you. They could have done this more in the game.
And that is full time. And Georgia pick up 5 table points. And with that, if Spain defeat Switzerland tomorrow, Georgia will go to their 7th consecutive Rugby World Cup. They've been at every World Cup since 2003, but we will have to wait. But in terms of world rankings as well, if Italy defeat Wales, Georgia will overtake Wales as well That is full time here at the Abchada Rugby Stadium. Georgia 40, the Netherlands 7. So Georgia, they started off like a house on fire with 2 quick tries and then scored through Tablutzadze near the end of the first half. And then they scored 3 tries in the second half. But there were a lot of errors by Georgia, particularly the handling errors. And Netherlands, well, it really didn't look like they were going to score at all. But one thing, Franciscu, is the fight that the Netherlands showed on defense. And then the fight to try get another try. And at least they go home with a try through Tim de Jong. But your thoughts on the fixture?
Well, I want to start by the end, because after they scored the try, someone from the Dutch camp asked the match official if it was over, and they asked this because I think they finally realized we could have showed a bit different thing today. They kicked too much and gave too many opportunities to a team like Georgia. If in the other side you have a player like David Niniashvili, you don't kick or you don't invite him to take the ball and take the lead. You try to take that out of from his control, out of his hands. And I think for a long time, Netherlands did this. The problem was Georgia was very far. We have now Koen Bloem, the captain, to speak, so I'm going to shut up now.
I think just to give a fair play to Georgia. They are reigning champions for so many years now, and it showed today. They are a good side, at least on our side. I think we managed our mistakes much better from last week. Our kicking game was much better. There's just a few unfortunate tries that just cost us a lot. But I think the boys did really well on defense. The last try for us showed a lot of courage to get back, even after 37 down. And I'm very proud of the guys from their performance today, and fair play to Georgia.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Inspirational skipper Koen Bloemen. His 20th cap for his country. Plays his club rugby for Aurillac in the Pro D2, along with the try scorer Tim de Jong.
Congratulations on winning today. How do you feel after victory?
Well, first of all, congratulations to all the team and all the crowds that have been here. But the expectations were higher, I think, even though we prepared the week differently and we had different aims for that week. Unfortunately, it was a bit disappointing that we could not finish all the actions that we created, and yeah, I think there is a lot of work on to do for next week.
Okay, what are you going to? How do you prepare for the next game in Spain?
Well, I think we're just gonna improve the things that we've been working and we try to do this weekend that we could not do, especially in our kicking plan, and execute it better. We gotta execute it better.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Beka Kogadze, well, he might not remember this day, Franciscu, because he got a red card on his birthday.
Yeah, I think when they made the first question, the second question.
You can take from today's match.
It's amazing. We lost 40 points to 7. We didn't look like attacking very well, but we're actually very pleased with our game because we adapted and to circumstances. Our leadership was 10 times better than we've seen it, and we didn't have any penalties first half, and we managed to eventually pick up 4 by the end of the game. But to keep Georgia to 40 points, we three tries each half. Is pretty good for us, to be honest, as crass as it sounds.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
thanks.
Okay, I thought you said 2 questions.
So just very happy. I think Lynn Jones is not that impressed with the result. I think in the end, that try helped them leave the Afshal Stadium with a bit of a smile. I think for what comes forward, it's going to be interesting.
The Georgian faithful really came out today in support of their side, who look like they will be going to their 7th consecutive World Cup, unless there's a rugby miracle. And the fan favourite, Akaki Tabudzadze, in that red scrum cap, made his debut in 2020, and within 5 years.
Congrats on winning today. How do you feel after the match, and how do you assess your team?
Yeah, it's a good win. Obviously, some difficulties with the red card and finishing with 13 with a bit of cramp at the end. But I think happy with the win, but it's the worst we've played. We need to play so much better, and I expect more from this team. So happy with the win, but we got a lot of work to do.
How do you prepare for the next match in Spain?
Yeah, with some hard work. 25 turnovers today. We're too loose with the ball. Against better teams, we'll get punished. So, look, we deserve to win. We did some really good things, but when we're bad, we're very bad. So we need to get rid of that out of our game, and we need to keep reinforcing the good bits.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Straight to the point, Francisco from Richard Cockerell, and he knows that game against Spain in Central, home stadium game for Spain, can get really tough if Georgia play anything like this today with all those handling errors.
If Spain plays the same way they played against Netherlands, and Georgia does those many mistakes, so non-issue is coming to talk, it's going to be a very tough afternoon for the Lelos.
You are the man of the match. How do you feel? Congratulations.
Thank you. We win. We beat the Netherlands. It was not good match for us. We did some mistakes, and we will change this for the Spain.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thank you.
Niniashvili. A few words there, and there's just confirmation of the tries and conversions and penalties. But Francisco, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens if Luka Matkava is not available next week. Will they continue with Niniashvili? I hear that Abshandadze is carrying a niggle. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and also without Beka Gorgaze. I know they have other options for the loose forward trio, but it's too many players already out and too many key players. For a reason, Beka Gorgaze was put back into the roster after the Swiss game, and it's going to be complicated. But when you have a man with such few hours like Niniashvili, but with a lot of tricks and skills to unlock the path forward, it's always going to be a great match. And the thing is, it's severely depends on how Spain is going to react against Georgia. And I think if Spain comes with the same oomph and aggression they did against Netherlands, I think we're going to see a great game. And I know that when Georgia is playing in their perfect state, like we see it against Switzerland, and not only against Portugal in the men's rec final last year, they become unplayable at this level. But Spain with Pablo Bonfa in it is different. It's a different kind of gravy.
Well, that's all from us today at the Avchada Rugby Stadium. Just remember that you can watch the remaining 3 games of round 2 all through Rugby Europe TV's website. Thank you very much for joining us.
C'est le bleu qui tape.